Let's take a look at the array and the atom array here in Cinema 4D. The array object creates copies of an object and arranges them in a spherical form or waveform. The wave or amplitude can be animated. Now, the atom array you can use to create an automatic lattice structure from each of its child objects. All object edges are replaced with cylinders, and all points are replaced with spheres. So the atom array is especially useful for rendering polygon edges. So like in the Object Manager, select the atom array. In the Attribute Manager, set cylinder radius and sphere radius to the same value. Let's take a look at these, see what they mean. Okay, so let's take a sphere, drop it in the scene, maybe scale that down a little bit. Go ahead and put an array in the scene. Put the sphere as a child of the array, and boom, there we go. That's the array taking place. The array is here in the middle, and the spheres are around it. And we can control the radius. Well, actually, we're controlling the radius of the sphere. We can control the radius of the array, the number of copies that we're going to have. And again, these are all animatable. The amplitude and the frequency. So all of these are animatable. Now, the Render Instances button down here, you can enable this option if the objects generated by the emitter should be optimized with regards to memory. So basically, if you click on this, it's going to make copies, or instances, I should say, of the object. Instead of creating 15 actual copies, it'll create instances of the first copy. And basically, this is a memory thing. So you're going to save memory if you check the Render Instances. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this, and let's take a look at the atom array. Now, this is a pretty interesting operator. I'm going to take and put a figure in the scene. And if we go ahead and just render that, we get exactly what we would expect. Let's go ahead and put him underneath the atom array. And you'll see that we get this very interesting looking gentleman now. And if we come over here and we take these two numbers and we say take them to the same value, I'm going to take these to 0.5 and 0.5. And you see we can start getting this kind of effect, which is very cool. Now let's go ahead and get rid of that. And let's go ahead and throw a landscape into the scene. And maybe make some adjustments here with the depth segments and furrows. Just play around, get something sort of interesting looking. And sort of get up on it like that. We've got it in the view. We take a render of that. That's what we have. Pretty cool looking landscape. Let's drop the atom array in here. And let's go ahead and make this a child. All right. And let's do another quick render. Right off the bat, we have something that looks kind of cool. Let's go ahead and take these values down a little bit more. And I'm going to take these down to 0.5 and 0.5. And it's going to take a few minutes for the redraw. This does take a little bit of memory. All right. So I think you're kind of getting the idea. You can do some really cool things. I'm going to take this down to 0.1 and 0.1. And render that again. Now you're getting a real high-tech kind of a look here that you could do some really interesting animations with. Okay, so that's the array and the atom array here in Cinema 4D.